there.
Following the previous two videos around Addingham, this video just shows the route back to Menston.
Yeah, so what we'll do is I'll just show you the route. So it says there, like A65 to Ilkley. So I'll just show you that route. We'll join A65. Show you how it's not very far to Ilkley from Addingham. So this is just going to go down here, and then the road joins the A65 just at this junction here, and that takes you through into Ilkley and of course up towards our house as well, the A65. Goes to Skipton if you go right direction. So there we go. Yorkshire Day free weekend in Ilkley, 1st and 2nd of August it said. Yeah, so this is just the route. A few trees on this bit as you approach Ilkley. Again, lovely evening light. Alice is holding the camera for on our drive. And the River Wharf is just on our left. Cyclists have been out for the evening, it will look back there. Just ahead. So we'll just switch it off and we'll get past these cyclists. So you can see the fields, things up to Ilkley Moor on the right. And we're coming up to the start of Ilkley itself now. And what they're doing, there's been this bit of disused land, like a little triangle of land just on this entrance road to Ilkley, on, I don't know what was there, like on an embankment sort of thing, and they've now building a whole load of houses on it. So we'll see that just on your left, just slightly to the left as we drive past here. See that new development happening here. So it's just here. Look, there's workmen in that one doing things here. But there you can see it there, and you can see it straight ahead. Look. All those buildings going up on this like disused bit of land on little. There's just a funny little embankment thing there. They're fitting a lot in. A lot of apartments and things going on there. So this is now the entrance to Ilkley, twinned with Coutances in France since 1969. So we're approaching Ilkley here from the western side. So the sun's behind us. So it looks like they've just resurfaced the road, and the signs I can see say major works with Yorkshire Water starting 27th of July. So they've just resurfaced the road, and Yorkshire Water are going to come along and dig it all up again. I don't know. So on the little road goes on the steep on the left here. That takes you down to the tennis club down there, and also the there's like a sort of gym and things down that way. Turn right here, you can go along the old sort of road with loads of the shops on, or you can go through this main A65 route if you continue on this road. There's a little co-op up there, wine warehouse, Majestic Wine Warehouse, and there's lots of sort of bespoke shops and things on here. This bit, quartz tops, kitchen tops and things, work surfaces, and the old manor house is just on the left through an archway. You might just be able to see it through this little archway there. There it is there. I don't know if you missed that. And this is the old church here as well. Yeah, so this is the kind of main crossroads here in Ilkley. So up to the right takes you onto kind of a street where you've got all the Cafe Nero's and Greg's and all that past this Crescent Hotel on the right. And then to the left goes down to the river again, the River Wharf and the lovely park and gardens down that way. And also the Ilkley Lido is down that way. And then straight ahead takes you to Booths and the way where we need to go to pick up Mary. But however, we've still got 15 minutes, so a bit early. So what we might do is we might go left and just go down that way and past Ilkley Lido way. So instead of going straight ahead to Booths and then to where Mary is, we'll go that way. I'll just clean the windscreen a bit here. So there's the parks on the left. Doing some repairs there, look to that. That fence has sort of fallen down a bit here. So we're crossing the river now, the River Wharf again. And yeah, West Holmes Field down there, look. And if you can just drive to the left there and take you to the footbridge over the river as well down that way. What we'll do though is we'll just go right here and it'll ooh, is this open? Diversion open to Asquith and yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll go this way. We're not going all the way to Asquith. So on the right is the Ilkley Rugby Football Club. On the left is the Cricket Club. It's all happening here now, Alice. It's all happening. Next on the left is going to be the Ilkley Lido. So maybe should we see if we can pull in here. So there's an indoor pool there of that building, but the outdoor pool is just where that past this hedging basically. That's the sort of Lido, the outdoor pool. One-way traffic. So you can't really see it. It's like hidden behind there. So that's the rugby club there on the left. And then through that fence is the cricket club. Parked up here. Go around. So yeah, you can use the see if you can see anywhere through to the pool. What about right through this gate here? Look, Alice, see if you can see through there. See the Lido. Now you can see it there. See that gate? Can you zoom in and see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the outdoor pool. And then you've got the indoor one just in here for the winter. And there's a lot of people playing tennis as well, look there. So it's like a sports club area. I think in the hot summer days the outdoor Lido will be very busy. I'll just drive right round. One-way system, we've got to drive around the Lido. There's other bits, so we just I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. Probably could if you stood up and videoed over the edge, but I'll see a bit more of it there. You pass the phone here out so you can see like a seating area. See like a seating area, and then you can see the pool behind it. There, look. Okay. And then straight ahead, look at that. You've got the moon, like a half moon in the sky, and then Ilkley Moor and the Cowncarf Rocks and all that. It's quite a scene, isn't it? So people come here for the holidays, Alice. Was known historically as a spa town. So that's good. And then what we'll do is we'll go left. It goes past, I think, another cricket field. second cricket field. But there's roadworks here because Yorkshire Water are doing a lot of repairs and works around their treatment works. And this is right next to where the bathing area is on the river itself. There's like a designated bathing area, so they're trying to improve the water quality for that. Although it does seem a bit odd that you can go to the outdoor Lido there with perfectly nice water and swim, but people want to come into the river and swim. And of course, just a few hundred metres upstream from Ilkley, there's cows and everything in the fields, right, just walking right down to the riverbank. So still be poor water quality, even after Yorkshire Water have spent a lot of millions doing all this. This is all kind of roadworks for Yorkshire Water, it's compounds and their improvements and things they're doing. But you can see the bathing area down here on the river on the right. There's a little footbridge as well down to it. Probably get a clearer view in a minute. Like here sort of thing. Just pull over here, you can have a look. It's like that's the bridge, and then people coming down to that sort of gravel bank and the water down there, if you can see. But yeah, the dogs themselves, they bring pollutants like their flea treatments and things that pollutes the water, and all sorts of other things, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so that's the famous sort of Ilkley bathing water area on the River Wharf. And then you've got the kind of Middleton Woods on the left there going up the hill. And then what Yorkshire Water are doing in these fields here, they've commandeered them and they're going to turn them into like a wetlands. But it's like a tertiary treatment for the water treatment. So if they do have storm overflows, they're going to pump them out into these fields, into like a reed bed and wetland system to filter out even more of the pollutants. So you get an extra system there before it then flows back into the River Wharf. Now, of course, what that means is you can't just measure the water coming out of the sort of a discharge pipe anymore. So there's probably sort of an additional benefit there for Yorkshire Water in terms of how you measure things. But you can see all the works here. This is what they're going to turn into a wetland. So they'd obviously dig in little ponds and all that sort of thing to do that work. Yeah, so it's quite a big area where they're doing it. So then what we're going to do is we're going to cross this little Denton Bridge here. Now there is some stepping stones across the river, and we've still got 8 minutes before picking up Mary, so we might just have a little look at the stepping stones because it's low flow. Just here where this little parking area is, just go and see what we can see. Yeah, so these are the stepping stones that you can go across. You can just jump across. I think there's one or two displaced, so it makes it harder to get across to the side because it's been washed away. Right, so we've got this little bit now here. We're just going to turn right over this little bridge. You can only go one car at a time, basically, like one direction at a time. So cars might want to go both ways, but you have to take it in turns and things. Be patient across this bridge because it's very narrow. And that'll take us back to the A65 again. Then we'll head down to the football club to go and pick Mary up. So yeah, so it's just on the right here, this little bridge, and you'll see what I mean. And you see how narrow it is, and how you can only go one direction at a time. So just see if anything's coming. There you go, nothing coming, so we can cross it. Look, only one car can get across. Look, like that. It's too narrow, and we're crossing the River Wharf left and right. That's it. And then you have to come out this side and then sort of filter out like this. Club. Now you could normally get in that entrance on the left, but they're resurfacing the car park, which is all potholy, so you can't get it at the minute with the clubhouse. There's a cricket pitch there, and then there's the football ground, and there's the hockey fields and all that. So we'll go and see if Mary's there. Where's she? There's Mary. we go.
That's fine.
So we're now just driving from the Ilkley Town Football Club along the A65, heading back to Menston. We've got Mary in the car and Alice. And on the left is the nature reserve, which is yeah, that's Mary. Wave, Mary. How was football?
Good.
Good. Somebody had come from work and hadn't had anything to eat or drink and everything. We're just saying. Yeah. So yeah, so on the left is like a nature reserve, which is just on the sort of river bend and everything there. Like it's like a big bend in the river. The reserve takes advantage of that bit of land next to the river. But straight ahead here, controversially, they opened a McDonald's and converted an old building that was here. I think it was like a restaurant and things on the right hand side. They converted that into a McDonald's. Now they wouldn't allow McDonald's to open in the centre of Ilkley because they thought it's like distasteful and bring the quality of Ilkley down. But
Turns it into a clone town.
they did. It turns into a clone town. Yes, they didn't want to do that, so they want to have its own character. But they have allowed it to open there. I think a lot of locals are still not happy about it. But you do see quite a lot of cars parked there, and of course there's a new housing development just behind these trees. It was all fields until recently, and that's meant people probably can walk there as well from that development and go to McDonald's if they want to and things like that. But it's on the main A65, so people are passing it all the time, so I think it's getting business. But yeah, this is this housing development on the right. So these were all just empty fields, you know, sheep and grass and all that, and they built that there. So that's brand new, and people have moved in already, and they're still building some of them. See that there? So they've had to change the whole layout. They've put a new roundabout in here. There was no roundabout before, so more people can come off that roundabout and go into the new estate there. And you can see right in the distance up on the right, there's cows, yeah, on the right, the building it's up there as well. So there's quite a lot of houses. And it almost joins now to Burley and Wharfdale, because at this roundabout, they've also been building whole new estates. So it's really expanded a lot. You can see all that big care home there is brand new. And all the houses on the right are all brand new there as well. So that's kind of the entrance to Burley and Wharfdale if you go into that, through that roundabout up there. That's all brand new, so there's a lot of development. And then up here, there's a dual carriageway section, which then takes you to the roundabout, and then you can turn right, head up towards Menston. If you go straight ahead, it takes you towards Otley. But the right turn is actually the A65 route. But just before we get there, there's a little turn on the left, and it was just a mill called Greenholme Mills, but that's also been converted, the mill buildings, and then they've also built new houses all around it as well. So on the left there's all new developments there, but there is a public footpath from Burley and Wharfdale which goes under the main road, like under this dual carriageway to get there, but otherwise you'd be cut off by the road from that new development there. So yes, we're just gonna turn right. You can see the Chevin straight ahead, the hill on that straight ahead there. We're going to turn right and head up towards Menston this way, up to our house. Thursday evening, 23rd of July 2026, and it's just turned 9 o'clock. It's a nice sunny evening, pleasant temperatures. On the right, that's the other way into the village of Burley and Wharfdale. So we'll sort of bypassed it by going this way. What we're going to see next on the right is a little garage, and then that's also got some like postal lockers and Amazon lockers and things like that sort of behind it, this garage. So there's an SO garage just there, and then immediately past that we've got the Catholic Church. Now, I mentioned the church in Ilkley had the same priest as the church here now, because there's obviously a shortage of priests. So this one here is John Fisher and Thomas More Church, Catholic Church there, just a little one. And there's a big priest's house there. I don't know who lives in that now. Yeah, so that's just there, and then we continue up the A65. There's just a little line of houses along the right hand side of this. And then we'll come to where an old railway line used to run. So we'll be able to see the sort of ruins of where the bridge was over the road. Just here, if you can see the wall thickened up all of a sudden on the right and on the left. So this is where the railway line would have run. You can see just that slit there. And then on the left here is an old graveyard. It's got some Commonwealth graves in there. On the left where that wall is there. So this is now Menston. And there's a little estate, private estate, which you can go along the road just here on the right where it says Holstead Drive. So that's the Holstead estate, just down the right. There's a little footpath here on the right as well called Caroline Lane. And then there's Homestead Estate here on the right, which is where we're going. It goes straight ahead to the roundabout, to Fox Roundabout and the Minston Cricket Club and everything just there. We're going to go in here. So it's 103 years old, this Homestead Estate.
Thanks for watching.